Hi, Tim here with Clive Coffee. We're going to show you how to set up a Flojet with your Direct Plumb espresso machine. Flojet setups utilize a push-to-connect fitting system like John Guest fittings. They're pretty simple to use. They've been in wide use since about the 80s. They're as reliable as any hard plumbing methods. They're widely used in reverse osmosis systems, refrigerator lines, and other water line setups. The two tips for using your push connects best is for the plastic tubing to have a nice clean cut on the ends will be really important for a good seal. Using a proper tool like this, it's as simple as just a easy, clean cut. That'll give us a nice, firm seal on the push connect. You slide the plastic tubing into the correct size push connect fitting, and you're gonna hear and feel a bit of force and kind of click. And you'll know it's in place. If you pull back, the teeth lock in and it's firmly in there. You can release the push connect fitting by pulling back on the plastic ring on the outside and then pulling out. Setting up your Flojet is quite simple. We have our 5-gallon drum that we're using. It's full of water. We would go ahead and insert this piece into the top. This has a float piece that will turn off your Flojet when your water level drops below certain points, just as a safety on that Flojet. So we slide that into place. It goes into the on the Flojet pump itself. It's clearly marked. There's a in marking here. That tube from your water connects to that inlet, and the electronic piece connects to the top, which is labeled float. That will control the float mechanism and turn off your pump when that float drops below certain points. And on the outlet here, it's labeled out. These are going to come with a 1/4-inch plastic tubing. We have connected a reducer. It goes from 1/4-inch to our 3/8 inch, which we're going to need for our espresso machine. It's a simple piece that has a smaller end and then a larger end push connect fittings. I've got some of our larger 3/8 tubing, and I'm going to lock that into place. And we can test it just by pulling firmly on the other direction. And now we're ready to connect to our espresso machine. Your espresso machine will have come with a braided line, and our technicians have already installed this plastic push to connect fitting on the end of your braided line. So this is coming from the machine on the inlet, and all we have to do is take our 3/8 inch plastic tubing and slide that into place, push firmly, and we can pull tight to make sure that it's locked in completely. Now that our water system is completely set up, I have plugged in our cord, and now we'll plug in our power cable to the bottom pin there. We'll go ahead and turn on the Flojet. It will start to attempt to build pressure. At the same time, we'll go ahead and turn on my machine, and we can draw water into the line to help it build up that pressure and reach an equilibrium point. Now that our Flojet pump has reached its 30 psi pressure in the line, it turns itself off. You will hear it turn on as soon as you are using your machine and drawing water into the line. We've set up our Flojet without an accumulator tank. An accumulator tank would only be necessary if you have multiple plumbed in items. But for your home setup with a single espresso machine, the direct line into the Flojet without the accumulator tank is totally appropriate. That's how to set up a Flojet for any direct plumb espresso machine. For more tech tips, check out our knowledge base at clivecoffee.com.